Alright, here we go with another submission. Submission number 8. This submission comes from thenostalgiasource. Now, full disclosure. I buy comics from thenostalgiasource. He supplies all of my new comics, and he supplies some on backlog too. So, I will say that this was a good setup comic set for a submission. Once again, this is a $500 box. We're competing for who has the best. The winner gets to take home any comic that has been shown during this event. And there'll be a list of them later on. Okay. We had 3 voluntold. No, they were given the choice to do it on to vote on each thing. They voted on packing, and they voted on content. Majority of the vote went to content. These are not packed because I had to unpack them to send them to the voters so that we knew who won. There will be a video later on that discusses who won and why. Alright. Here's book number 1. Starting out strong with Paper Girls. Number 1. There are some surprises in this, but these are all comic books that we recognize. Well, okay, not all of us, but those who are in the spec game, or actually more likely in the key collecting game. So here we have the first Punchline. Although Punchline was the name of another character in a indie book, so I thought that was interesting. But anyways, Spawn 224. So this is the Dark Knight Returns. Number 2, cover homage. If you see these 4 ladies at the top of your comic, you know which comic you got. First Jubilee. And then DC Comics presents number 1. Speaking my language right there. This is the 4th race of Superman and Flash. And the first appearance of Volkir. Captain America and the Falcon number 134. What is this? Do I need to tell you? This was when Captain America's comic was retitled to Captain America and the Falcon, and it was actually a better comic. Because, well, okay, some people would debate that, but I thought it was a better comic. I always was a fan of the team-ups and the 2-in-1s. It basically turned Captain America into a team-up. I thought it only benefited from it. Although, Falcon did need a change of clothes. That green. Alright, G.I.Combat number 73 with the spine roll. Actually, that is a that's a defect from DC. It's not a spine roll, it's actually the staples in the right place. It's interesting. I love this series. I really do love this series. Spidey and his amazing friends. This is the first StarFire. It's important to note though, it's the first StarFire in comics. She was in the Spider-Man and his amazing friends cartoon before this comic hit the shelves. So, yeah. Peanuts. Peanuts number 4. This is cool, actually. First of all, amazing condition. Spine definitely has seen better days. There is some text over here on the spine. Date stamps for comics this old are fine. CGC and CBCS do not penalize you for that, although it might depend on who your reviewer is. They reprinted this under Gold Key about a year and a half later, but always nice to see early Peanuts in such good shape. Then we have Tales to Astonish number 38. First Egghead. I mean, they weren't really thinking when they came up with that name, were they? Although that seemed to be the pattern of Marvel back then. So I just want to point something out. Every single one of these, 80% of these books that we've shown thus far are in these hard shells. Not slabs, but the hard shells, which is awesome. Really, really great. These are about, depending on where you go, $5 to $8. If I was putting together a $500 box, I would probably go in for some of these. Or at least strip them out of my collection and then replace those later. And then finally we have, come on, focus. We have Amazing Spider-Man with the pop art. 30. So this is the first cat burglar, which Marvel's got a long history of people being cats. So that was it. We don't really talk about value, but the value was great in this one. The people voting commented on a couple things. They were glad to see Paper Girls in there. They were quick to understand the theme, which is first. And they were very happy to see the Peanuts 4 in there. Which is funny because the two comics that they really called out were non-mainstream comics. So, kind of cool. I mean, that Peanuts is just great condition. Alright, guys, that's it. So, what comes next? On Friday, we'll be announcing a winner. We'll also be talking about voting and how that happened. We'll be talking about People's Choice, which is coming along too. Lots to talk about. I'm also going to start a series about what I don't like about collecting in today's market. Alright, well, that's it. Thank you, everybody. Goodbye.